So we're right in the middle of our busiest time of the year, and we stop to take out an afternoon for everyone to come to the office and have the monthly meeting. Why do we do that? It's basically to make sure the team is pulling together. We've got time to go through the vans, the equipment, everyone knows what's going on. Are we achieving what we should be achieving? Can we improve? Can we deliver better for our customers? We run through all of that today, get the team pulled together, give them a little bit of a treat as well, and basically reset for the remainder of the month. We don't just do that now, we do that every month of the year. But it's even more important when we are this busy. Keep watching. This is the craziness of monthly meeting to kick off this video before we go fully behind the cleans and see exactly what goes on here at Vapor Clean. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the cleans. First things first is always to repair equipment. So inevitably, the more work you're doing, the more equipment you use, the more breakages you get. We try and keep on top of that as best we can throughout the weeks and months, but there's always a bit of an accumulation when it comes to monthly meeting of either reissuing stuff back or something along those lines. So first one is the steamer. That one, they said it had a leak in the handle as it pushes the steam through, which is obviously dangerous. So, and you don't get the steam at the end, so we need to have a look at that one. And then I've got some spray canisters that I need to look at as well, because they're not, they're leaking basically. So I need to see if I can get some of them up and running and working properly. I've also got a couple of pipes with for the gutter vac that are joined up. We need to try and get them apart, so we can get them issued back out into the van as well. I'm going to carry on with some positive then, right? We're going to review July. July was just, wow, best month ever, literally ever in the history of Vapor Clean. Being 104% of target across the whole business. The specialist side was 108% of target, which is just amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Well done to everyone. The bookings were great. The jobs were great. It was really good. That's what we want to see more of. The contract team also did really well. They got 101% of target as well. Don't ask me to figure out the maths, because all of them were over 100%, but it comes to 104%. I don't know how that works. My maths ain't that good, but that's what the computer tells me. It is all great stuff, and it's all down to the great people that we've got here, all right? The bookings team, the getting them done, that's what it's all about. I'm fucking sweating like a pig, sorry. That's what it's all about, is just working towards that. That way, the profits that we get out of that, we reinvest into the business, we make life easier. Without doing that, we can't make life easier. We have shit kit, and I have to spend hours trying to... None of the jobs are easy, and I'm a firm believer that everyone needs to be rewarded for their hard work, and we're looking at more ways. Sorry? More money is good. More money is absolutely fucking good. I don't disagree with you at all. And 100% ultimately, if that's what we need to get to, that's what we need to get to. From my perspective, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'd like to pay everyone more money. I'd like to earn more money as well, as it happens. But we have to get those consistent numbers, those consistent people, and those sorts of things before we get there. For the time being though, we're working towards that, and we will see what we can do. We are going to put out a survey to everyone to see exactly what needs to be done, or what the best things are that people want, and find out if it is just simply more money. Because there's other things that we may be able to do that for the business are more cost effective, but they still reward you, and they are a benefit of being in the business and stuff like that. So please keep an eye out for that survey. Please speak to myself, Danny, Kim, if you've got any feedback, any ideas, any issues, anything that you find is a problem, so we can work on it to make the job and the life easier. All of us want an easier life as possible. It's as simple as that. And on that note as well, which I'll just pause because of this coming past, you won't hear a word. I mean, I'll give him his due, he can fucking drive, but he makes me nervous. I think I might have been able to get the paper between the fucking trailer and the new van. Jesus. Wednesday the 13th, I'm going to start the day today with a contract customer service review meeting. We always do these every 3 months.
especially in the early days of a new contract. We may even do them more than that, but this is the first one for this customer. They're a new customer, and we just like to get in there, make sure everything's running smoothly, make sure the customer's happy, and look for any little tweaks that we can make just to keep the customer as happy as possible and make things run smoother. After the first one, to be honest, most of our customers kind of turn around and say that they don't want it, they don't need it more than anything else because they're happy. So we just carry on working away in the background to keep things improving all the time. I don't like to leave them to go for too long though, so after a while I do have to kind of insist that let's just catch up, let's review things and go through it from there. Yesterday was a really good day. Nice to see everyone in, run through lots of stuff and get some things done. I had a bit of a brainwave yesterday though whilst we were doing it, because I kind of felt that it was even more pressure. We've got more technicians than ever. There's so much to get done, so much equipment, so much to talk about, and it always feels very pressurized and very rushed. So we're going to test out a different method next month of how we're going to do it. Which brings me on to the waste van, because that could be something that has gone wrong. It pretty much is something that's gone wrong. If you don't know the full story about the waste van, click the link above, check out a previous episode of Behind the Cleans so you can catch up on why we bought it, what we do with it, why we bought that type of van, all of that good stuff. But the point of it at the moment, it was in for its MOT on Monday and it failed, badly failed. It's got a lot of rust within the chassis, and the garage that we're using, which is a new garage, I'll come on to that in a minute, they have said basically it's looking at about a £1,500 repair because of all the welding to the chassis. Gotta be honest, the van's not worth much more than that, so I don't really want to be spending that on it, but we were talking about it in the leadership team meeting yesterday, and we all agree that it was a really good thing that we did buy it. It's been really useful, it's been great to have the spare van, and just the way it's been working has been really, really helpful. So we need to try and figure out what we do. Do we scrap it? Do we repair it? That is the decision. You're going to have to keep watching, and I'll show you a little bit more and basically reveal what the decision is going to be. Drop it in the comments if you've got an opinion. What do you think we should do? Is it a good idea to keep hold of the old girl, basically? So, not going to lie, that was a little bit tight on time on that job, especially trying to get enough content for the video as well. So that video will actually be out before this one you're currently watching, so click the link above. That's going to be the secrets revealed of kitchen extractor system cleaning. So if you want to watch that, click the link, head over there. It will still be a good video because I'm working tomorrow and I'm basically probably going to film some bits and pieces just to plug in. Got lots of the actual cleaning stuff and as much as I could while I was on site, but there's a few things that I potentially didn't discuss very well, which I'd like to put into the video. So I'm going to make sure we've got plenty of that as well, but I'll record that tomorrow while I'm working. The last bit will be the post clean pack as well, so if you want to find out what one of those is, you're going to have to watch that video. Now though, I've got to head over and do an oven clean with Joe for some training, and then I've got a few more quotes to do today, and then it's back to the office to finish up. So crazy busy day on a Friday. I'm hoping that the roads don't get too busy and scupper my plans and I end up sitting in traffic most of the day, but we'll see.
Is it okay with shadows, is it?
I'd say definitely not.
You stumbled?
No, they were fucking with me. It was already like that. And he texted me to say slight problem, so I'm calling going, who the fuck has broken oven on Almeida, you fucking pricks? And then they're pissing themselves. Not funny.
It kind of is.
You weren't finding it funny, were you, at first?
Well, no, but, you know, good spirits and all that.
They kept me going longer than I kept you going, though. He was like, well, it wasn't me. It was
That's only
like,
because you didn't want to deal with me. You kept me going too long. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right.
shouted at them for having too much
Monday,
time.
the 18th of August, it's about 7 o'clock. I'm getting to the office early today because we have got a crazy busy day. I was on call over the weekend on the emergency phone, just covering because we've got Chloe off at the moment and things like that as well. So covered the emergency phone. Joe unfortunately did give me a call yesterday because he's not feeling well. He's got this dreaded sickness bug that's going round, and we have had multiple people with it. Carly had it last week, even some of my family had it the week before and stuff like that, so it's definitely going round and it's playing havoc with lots of the team at the moment. So he didn't really want to be off. He did say to me, look, I'll just see how I feel in the morning. We have a 48-hour policy. If you're physically sick, you have to be off for at least 48 hours after. Reason for that is because we don't want to run the risk of spread to our customers or our colleagues. So, yeah, not the happiest of bunnies, but he wasn't the happiest of bunnies, but we needed to do that to keep everyone safe. So I made the call last night. Made some changes on the diary. We've got a student clean going on at the moment of all the ovens at the Bath University. That's multiple days with multiple technicians. So to try and mitigate the actual impact of Joe being off, we have taken someone off of that clean, and we're just hoping that we can try and make up the time on that. If we can't though, we'll have to put some extra in it towards the end of the cleans. We've got a few days left, so if need be, I'll have to overload the last few days, even if I've got to go out and clean myself. But we didn't want to impact the other customers that we had in today. So yeah, else I've got to do today, I've got to test out the new machine, get that up and running, get that working as well. We've got some changes going on into the office with some of the computer equipment, and I've got a contract cleaning quote this afternoon as well. So it's crazy busy today, absolutely flat out at the moment. I'm out a lot of this week. We've got some really interesting cleans coming up at tail end of the week. So it's just trying to keep on top of everything at the moment. So for me, keep my head straight, get in the morning, make sure I've got a level head, level workload, and I know what's doing, and I'm organised and I know what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to do now, dive in.
Tuesday the 19th of August, and what a day it's already been.
What a day.
The dreaded Peugeots strike again. If you don't know why I hate Peugeots so much, click the link above. So you can see the nightmare situations that we've had to go through before. This time around it's one of the smaller Peugeots, so it's the Peugeot partner. That had a urea fault last week, which basically turned out to be an AdBlue fault. That got supposedly rectified twice last week, but basically it wasn't, and it's gone again. And the trouble is, what it's doing is it's pinging up on the dash that the AdBlue is out in 500 miles, which means we can't run it too low. It's basically a sensor fault, and we've got to sort that out. So that's been booked back in. We've had to get it back in, but it's gone. When it's gone to the new garage we're using, they just want to do a whole replacement and this and that and everything else, which is going into £1,000 or more. Whereas a garage that we've used previously has a slightly different fix for it, and they get it done for more like a few hundred, which is definitely a bit more like it, from my opinion. So that's moving over there. It basically leaves Lawrence in the office now, though, for the rest of the day, waiting for his van to be fixed. The leadership team meeting has already happened this morning, which has gone well. We've got some really great ideas on the way that we can make the jobs better and provide more rewards for the team. that we're talking about at the moment, so we're still looking to try and step up what we do even more. So that was a really good meeting to discuss that and hopefully get some firmer plans for that. Now I'm out of the office, I got to do 2 roof cleaning quotes, and then I'm supposed to be heading to Gloucester, I think, for an extract clean quote. But it doesn't make much sense for me to do it today because I'm going to lose a couple of hours out of my day, and I'm up there again tomorrow. So keep watching so you get to see exactly what I'm getting stuck into, what those jobs are going to be like. But then I'm on annual leave next week, so I'm trying to box a lot of things off and get them in place so the team are all ready and have everything they need to manage while I'm off. Not something you expect to see every day in the centre of Bristol. On this very grey and drizzly Wednesday morning, I've got a day of it today, and I am out on the road today. Early start, 7 a.m, already got the one job in the bag, which is the worst carpet clean I've ever seen. That one's already in the bag. It started at 7 o'clock there. It is now 11:05. Click the link above if you want to check out that video. I believe it will be out by the time this video is out. If not, there'll be a date above, and we'll add that in afterwards. But yeah, check that video out. That's really good. I've now got to go over and do an oven clean because we had an issue with getting someone to do it, basically because of staff shortages because of the time of year, and it was already booked. So it was either a case of mess the customer around or I go and do it. So I'm going and doing it. And then I've got some training to do with one of the technicians after that as well. So I was already in the area anyway, which is why I've grouped it up. So yeah, full on day, gonna be out on the road. I don't mind those days. As I say, it breaks things up. For me, it's just the fact that I've always got a million other things that are waiting for me back in the office. The phone's ringing, the emails are going, and they build up. So when I'm out all day, I've got to try and catch up on that as well. But needs must at the moment. We'll get it done, we'll plough through, and we'll get it all sorted. I'm out to do an extractor system with Tim and provide some training. Tim's not that long in the job, so it's good just to give him some extra training and top up training, especially on extractor systems because they are very complicated. He is quite often with a more experienced technician, but obviously the more we can upskill everyone, the better service we can deliver and the easier life they have, because the more experience and knowledge they have, the easier the job is. But this one's turning out to be perfect training. A system that looks relatively simple, actually very simple, isn't, because where you think the system exits the building and where the customer told us it exits the building isn't the case at all. We've just turned it on just to double check and before we start cleaning, and no, it's not coming out. So when we've had a look, there is another one. So I've had to walk all the way around the other side because I can't access it from that side. But there is some steps this side. So I'm going to go up on these steps and just double check
it's going to be very restricted what we can actually do, but let's go and have a look. Okay, so I'm around the other side of the building. I can see that that is up where it's going to be. I'm going to grab the ladder, pop it up there and see whether or not I can jump up onto that roof to see it. That might be a bit high for our ladders. We don't work too high off of ladders these days for health and safety reasons. So, but hopefully I'll be able to reach. Okay, so no, we're not accessible from that side either. Ladder reached, thankfully. Holly will overlay the footage I've just took on my phone because I wasn't coming all the way back down the ladder to get the camera to go all the way back up to film that section. But basically there's another pitched roof this side. We don't have the flat section like we do on the other side, and I'm not stupid enough to try and go up and over the pitch section to get to the flat section to clean that little bit of duct. So basically what we do now is we formulate a plan on how we can deal with that, or advise on how to deal with that next time. The issue is with this type of system, or this type of work, sorry, when there is additional works that are required or access or things like that, all we can do is advise for the customer to consider it next time round. It's then down to the customer whether or not they take our advice. For now though, let's get the system done and then me and Tim can do the report. Friday the 22nd of August, and another day of dealing with unexpected challenges. We had a contract customer yesterday that all the roads and everything were closed. The site was basically locked down. They were waiting 6 hours for vehicles to get in, so we couldn't actually get in to do the clean, but we managed to pick that up and obviously forewarn the customer ahead of time as well. Another call out of the blue just a couple of days ago for a quote for a site that we quoted last year. They didn't go with us last year, they went with someone else, but that hasn't worked out. So they're back in the market again looking for another contract, and they've asked us to go back and quote it again. The only hesitation on that is whether or not it's another fishing exercise, but personally I look to see it on the bright side and think there's just another chance, basically another crack at the whip of seeing if we can get in there. So I've done that today. It's now 2:30. It's been another day of training today. I've been out with Aaron doing some upholstery training and some oven cleaning training as well. So factored that in. I was already in the area, so I shot round, did the visit for the quote as well, just to double check my details and the notes that I made last time and reconfirm the information that they needed. So that's been done, but bank holiday weekend, and now I've got to battle my way back through this traffic. Everything is gridlocked. Lots of technicians have been caught up in it today, so it is going to be a battle to get home. But for now, that is the end of another week and another episode. Appreciate you all watching again. Thank you very much. Hope you found it interesting. Please do us a favour, just share this with one person that you think that might find it's worth a watch. Click that subscribe button below, and hey, drop it in the comments. Let us know what you think of the episode. I really do appreciate people letting us know what they've enjoyed about the videos that we produce, and we've got some amazing videos coming up for you before long. The team are going to be working on something else while I'm away next week, rather than going without. So you're going to have to subscribe to make sure you catch that video when it's out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon behind the cleans. To make sure you can reap the rewards. No. Lawrence's van was in for, oh, for fuck's sake. We've had to go to, so I'm here to do, oh, I've got no fucking, that's food for thought for you on that one. Don't know why that